I'm Rebecca Mojica with Linkt Craft Kits by Nito. Today I'll be showing you how to make the Atomic Eye necklace. This piece is based on my original bullseye weave, named because the pattern reminded me of, well, a bullseye. Atomic Eye is a level 3 designer kit for a couple of reasons. Some of the rings inside the eyes are fairly small, so you're going to need good technique to make sure you're closing them properly. There's also a few spots in the weave where you've got to pay close attention to the orientation of the rings so that you're adding the new rings in the right spot. I recommend you try our level 1 apprentice and level 2 crafter kits before you try this project. Atomic Eye includes enough materials to make 5 necklaces and 5 earrings. Be sure to watch our other video to learn how to make the earrings. Alright, let's make our necklace.
I'll be using the same colors as shown in the instructions, so my finished necklace will look like this. If this is your first time making the necklace, I suggest you use colors close to what's shown. The materials list tells you how many rings in each size to use. And if you do decide to substitute a color, you can place one of the rings right here on the grid at the start, and that way you'll remember what color to use for what size ring. I'll be using 25 size A rings in the color blue. For the B rings, you'll need 5 of them. I'm using turquoise. 12 size C rings, I'm using silver. 4 size D rings, and those are also silver. A clasp, and 2 pieces of chain. If you'd like, take a minute to pick your colors and count out the rings that you need. As we work, we're going to connect some of the rings and then use our patent-pending magic layout tool to hold the rings in place. My tool is pink, yours might be a different color, but they all work the same, and your piece is going to look like this when we're done with the tool. At this point, you'll pull out your necklace very carefully and it will hold its shape. If you haven't already, make sure to watch our How to Open and Close Jump Rings video before starting. The first thing you'll need to do is close 4 of your size 8 rings. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Open an A ring. So this is a new A ring. Go through all of the 4 that you've just closed and close this ring. Open a B ring. Go through all 4 again. And here's just a little tip. This is the way I hold it. I pinch that one ring so that these 4 rings stay in place. You're not trying to fight gravity or anything. And you go straight through, close it. Repeat this until you have 5 units. 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to connect these together. We're going to use the C rings to do that. So open a C ring, this aside, go through 2 B rings, and close. And now, as we add the other ones, we need to make sure that the A rings are all on the same side. So I'm going to keep mine up high. Take a new C ring, open it, go through those 2, and close. And now at the end, I'm also going to add 2 rings. And once again, you want to make sure that you don't have a set of A rings that slip down. Make sure that they're all on the same side before you add the final rings on the ends. if you want, you can also just hold it up and just verify, make sure all the A-rings are hanging on the same side. I've said that a zillion times, but it's just really important so that when you get to the next step and put it in the tool, everything stays lined up. So now I'm gonna make sure they're all on top and bring in our tool, and we're gonna insert the B-rings here in the slot. Make sure you don't twist the piece, you keep it flat and straight as you insert it. Now we want to separate the A-rings into pairs. So for example, I'm going to take 2 and slide them over and leave 2 on the other side, and then there's this one in the center. So that looks like that. And do the same thing on the next one. Slide 2 over, and so on down the line. Now, we're going to open up another C-ring, and we're gonna go through adjacent B-rings right here through these holes. So essentially we're like sandwiching in those A-rings so that they stay in place. So put in, close it, just like that. And you'll repeat that all the way down. And once again, we're going to add C-rings, 1 on each end. And this one just goes through the single B-ring all the way on either side. Now we're going to move to the smaller D-size rings. Open one, add the chain to it, and then we're going to go through both of those C-rings on the end and close it. We'll repeat with another D-ring on the other side. And now we'll finish the ends with D-rings. So we'll open and go through the chain on one end, and on the other side we're going to open, go through the chain, also add the clasp, and close it. Now we're ready to pull out the necklace, and you don't want to just grab one end and yank it with all of your might. Be gentle with it. So just wiggle each section out slowly and carefully. And once it's out of the tool, now you can take a minute to look at your closures, and if you see some that aren't quite seamless, just give them an extra little wiggle and adjust them. When you clasp the necklace around your neck, you'll use the D-ring on the end to attach it to, but if it's too long, you can also hook this clasp on a previous link, so that'll shorten it. And if it's too short, you can just add a few extra links onto the end, and that'll give you some extra length here. Remember that your kit includes enough materials for 5 earrings and 5 necklaces. So when you're ready to make your next one, you can choose your favorite colors or match your personality based on the enclosed chart. There's so many beautiful combinations with this kit, so please snap a photo of the combination you pick and share it on social media. I'd love to see what you make. Till next time, have fun, get linked.